who is this guy? Why do I care?
No one your age watches Jim Acosta.
No. And if we do, it's because we see him on X.
Wow, she's really good.
Some people think you're cruel.
I know.
They think you're mean, you're a mean girl, you're exclusive, you're not tolerant. What do you say when they say that to you?
I don't care, Margaret.
It seems like she already works there. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, in which I'm appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on all the platforms you see above and below. Hitting this thumbs up button right here is how my content can consistently be recommended to you. When you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification, it will bring up another little tab right there that will allow you to select all notifications. Make sure you do that. Do not forget to check out my other YouTube channel called Man, Husband, Father that I'm scrubbing clean to put new content in there. You don't have to worry about anything politically related. It's going to be something that's going to be definitely family oriented, relationship oriented, yada yada peanut butter. Okay, so appreciate you guys for that. So ladies and gentlemen, this young woman who's at the Daily Wire has been making her name known. I've watched a few of her podcasts here and there, and I love the way she thinks. I love the way she's unapologetic for being who she is. I love how she throws things out there and put it out there, and if you don't like it, oh well. This is Brett. And the thing that's funny about that is that she became well known because people called her the girl version of Ben Shapiro, because they talked about the thick eyebrows and all that. It was like, this could be Ben Shapiro's sister, whatever like that. And if you don't know about her, you'll kind of see why. Not to throw no shade or nothing like that, you know, but there's been some controversy as of late of her leaving the Daily Wire and someone else stepping in to take over her show that was at the Daily Wire, which was supposed to be, I think, her best friend. But we're not going to get into all that. The whole purpose of me wanting you guys to see this video is to show you pretty much who she is. She's a very, very smart and intelligent young woman. She definitely is someone who I think is the future when it comes to people that are young on the right and definitely like to come with stats and facts and are not afraid to speak their mind, and yet at the same time is willing to have the conversation with anyone, which is what we all should be doing. But there's some interesting stuff in here that you guys are going to hear and see that I want y'all to check out, and I'll show you after this.
Brett Cooper show. Brett Cooper joins us now. Were you at that party?
I was not, actually, and I regret not going now. I feel like I really missed out.
It
on
looked
this
like a
huge
good
cultural
party.
phenomenon.
Why do you think they want to make a scene out of that?
Well, because it is cool. It's super exciting. And for the first time in like 10 years, the culture has shifted in a way to where young people on the right now are edgy. They're the rebels. And we've been saying that, you know, for the last 4 years. Like, you think you're the resistance, but actually you have every mainstream organization behind you. You have every huge, you know, Hollywood industry behind you. You're not actually a rebel. You're just falling in line with the mob and doing what they say. Like, we're actually the ones that are pushing back and fighting. And I think they finally realized that.
So what does it say if you're considered edgy, that you like the country, you like sports, you get dressed up, you have a few drinks, you're normal, you like girls?
I mean, it makes me think of the American Revolution. I mean, we think about those guys and they were pretty normal and they were, you know, wanting freedom and they were wanting the life that we have built now in this country.
And they were pretty young.
They were very young, which I think people often forget. These were, you know, 17 to 22-year-old men who were hungry and huge dreamers. And I feel like we're getting back to that actually in a very cool way.
What does it mean for the culture that Jim Acosta is stepping down?
I had to look up who Jim Acosta is. So
No.
I literally did. So I think that tells you where Gen Z's priorities are right now. I was like, who is this guy? Why do I care?
No one your age watches Jim Acosta.
No. And if we do, it's because we see him on X and people are making fun of him.
More people see Jim Acosta on this show than they see on
Probably,
CNN.
which is unfortunate.
So where are we going now as a media? Are you now the tip of the spear?
You know, I think that we are moving more and more independent. You know, I just left the Daily Wire. I'm starting my new show. I wanted to be independent. I watched the media landscape change over the last couple of years, but especially leading into this, you know, election. And young people are just hungry for independent voices who are authentic and honest with their audiences. They don't want to hear from traditional pundits 24/7.
Oh, you're saying I'm not going to have a job?
No, you're going to.
Am I
because
fired?
It's great.
How many more years do I have, Brett?
No, you're one of my favorites.
Okay.
But I think that it's just changing in that there are more opportunities now. And, as Elon says, we are the media now. So it's not just that commentators are popping up and there's all these new podcasters, but it's normal people who finally have a voice and are able to share their own opinions, whether it's on a Substack or on a post on X that goes viral. People have a voice in a way that they haven't had ever.
Some people think you're cruel.
I know.
They think you're mean, you're a mean girl, you're exclusive, you're not tolerant. What do you say when they say that to you?
I don't care, Margaret. I really don't care. But no, on a more serious note, I think it's that you just don't understand what we believe. And my goal is to help you understand. That's my goal with my show. It's what has always been my goal with my content, is if I can change your perspective on who we are and what we believe and what we stand for, even if it's not to change your mind or change your vote, but to make you have more respect for your friends who think differently than you, then I've done what I want to do. And so I think that it's just trying to reach across the aisle with nuance and empathy. Because I think that things are changing. We saw that in 2024. And so I think there's a lot more progress to be made.
It's like Fetterman. We can have a conversation.
Exactly. There's a lot of room at the cruel kids table. I'm welcoming you. I'm happy to have you.
All right, Brett, good to see you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Her first time on Fox, how did she do? I was so nice.
You were very nice.
Thanks
for having
so much.
me.
See what I mean? Absolutely love it. Look, the way she was already talking on there, she's a natural. I mean, guys, if any of us that actually have podcasts or used to doing any type of public speaking, we will be natural, on the camera. We're used to doing this. Nothing. You want to know why? Because it's not hard to have a conversation, pretty much is what it comes down to. Now, what I like to throw out there is like when she made that reference to when Elon Musk said, we are the media. That's 100% true, which somebody's going to steal this idea. Wouldn't it be awesome if there's a lot of people that I know that are content creators that we actually started our own news network, not independently per se, but let's just say, for example, if I became the CEO of We the People Media, where it's just we the people, different podcasters that are out there, different content creators that are out there doing their thing like they've always done, but now you guys get to see it on a grander scale. When you get this, can you imagine seeing podcasters actually out there in the midst of stuff, showing the truth, not trying to lie or anything like that, just being completely open and real? And this is what we used to be. We the people, back when this stuff all started during the Constitution days and after the Constitution days, that's what we were. We just told what happened and told the truth. That was it. And then they figured out a way, we can manipulate the masses by doing X, Y, and Z. And that's when things took a huge downfall, especially like in today's world. It used to be a time where you thought like, man, having a TV in the homes and things like that can be completely detrimental, which it can when media is manipulating them and pushing out a narrative. But now you have handheld TVs where you can see stuff 24/7. They can manipulate you all kind of ways. So I think that's a good idea. If y'all know somebody like Elon Musk that can get a hold of me, I might get a hold of him and ask him, if he can let me borrow, like, I don't know what, $1 billion to start We the People Media. I like the sound of that. Yeah. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this by putting it in the comments below after this video. Do you believe that a lot of young people, the Gen Zers, which is my sons, them range, are definitely ones that are far right? Not far, let's just say right. Their values and priorities and principles line up with the right, that they don't care about the fact that they are proud of their country. They're proud of the current president, and they're proud of our American ways. Do you think that's it, or do you think it's still like what they were showing, the 1%, the woke and all that? Do you think that's what this United States is of right now? Which I'm going to answer that for you and say I know it's not based on how we voted. Anyway, don't forget to leave a comment below at this video, doing that stuff right there. If you would like to see the next video that I'll be doing in chronological order, which this is going to be crazy because, guys, a fight broke out in Township with Tiffany Henyard them. It's going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety right here. I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.